Hello, Sumo fans. I think everything is all set now. I was having some trouble, I'll tell you. So, I know we're a little late, but I promised that would be the case. Actually, we're just about on time. We got 9:26. I said in between 9:15 and 9:30. So, let's start with a little bit of Jurio. I know you guys like Jurio. So Shishi is looking better and better. Very surprising. He looked really good against Wakakiri. It's like he suddenly remembered how big he is. But he was doing that weird Ryuden jockey tachi. I don't know what that's about. I hope he doesn't stick with that too long. Aonishiki wins, so they are both 10-1, and we're headed for a Ukrainian showdown. How exciting is that? Hello, Bob Gob. He's actually leaving, but good to see you. So now when we get to the main matchups here, hold on a second. When we get to the main matchups here, I'm going to talk a little bit more about, hello, JJ. I'm going to talk a little bit more about some of the non-Yusho deciding matches because I got a lot more notes this time. Midori Fuji versus Toki Hayate. That was a pretty awesome fight. And Midori Fuji he really showed his grit and determination. I mean, they were going back and forth, throw opportunity after throw opportunity. And somehow Midori Fuji pulled it off. He was looking very Isegahama top dog kind of guy in that match. So he's struggling along, but he always gives you the best effort he has. So that was one of the better matches of the day. The Nishiki Fuji comeback continues. Strong push out of Oshoma. Nishiki Fuji at this point is 6-5, so I think he's going to get his Kachikoshi, and we don't even have to discuss demotion for him, as was being discussed previously. Tamashoho surprised me. He looked very Tamawashi today. A little bit of that aggressiveness, a little bit of the Nodowa. He seems to just have gotten more comfortable up in the top division. I think it was a little intimidating, a little stressful, and he somehow just figured it all out, and he might just, it's not looking great, but he might be able to stay in. We'll see. Hidenomi is also coming back. He showed some good power today. So the week 2 is looking good for some of the strugglers. Ura just did straight up sumo today and blast Mitakiyumi out. Looks like Mitakiyumi was like almost grabbing the top knot and then let it go. That would have been disaster for Oho if you just pulled him out that way. I see people coming in. Monster, JJ, Michael, Quackadoo, awesome. Nice to see you guys. Let's see. Oho versus Onokatsu. So this was the match I was a little bit down on because I just felt like what an anticlimactic matchup. Onokatsu was giving him a little bit of pressure, and Oho did not panic. He took the control back, and he overpowered him as he should. It was probably the most confident sumo I've seen from Oho in the sense that this could have been one of those matches where he takes his foot off the gas and he loses it, and it's silly. But he looked very professional out there. I think this is his breakout tournament. I think he's only 3 wins away from having the most wins he's had. He's at a career high rank, and he's right there. He could take this thing. I don't know if he will, but he's finally showing himself that he belongs in the Legacy Club. Why should Hoshoryu and Kotozakura get all the shine and him have to sit out? He's a Legacy baby too, so gonna be very interesting. Then we had the Haku Oho Tobizaru match, which was an endurance match. The thing is, the reason that Tobizaru was so successful, I finally really divulged into this, is he's just so steady on his feet. It's really hard. I mean, you can overpower him and blast him out, but he's really steady. It's hard to shift him. So Haku Oho was pretty determined to win. Gets a nice throw at the end. He doesn't look quite like, his debut, but Haku Oho is hanging in there. He's hanging in there. Then we get to, a lot of people are thinking that maybe Kirishima takes this thing. Today, Kirishima fights Tamawashi. He looked like peak Kirishima today. He stayed with him. He never looked out of the match. There's been times where Kirishima, during his struggles, has just not looked quite right. He looked very impressive, very in control, like somebody who should be discussed with all the other top guys. The problem with him is he's so inconsistent. You never really know when you're going to get that Kirishima or the one we've had. So, I don't know. It's quite possible for him, but like I said, I don't know what Kirishima we're getting from day to day. It's going to get very interesting. Okay, so next we has nothing to do with the Yusho, but it's always a classic. Abi versus Ichi Yamamoto. They basically just danced around each other, which was hilarious. It really was watching a mirror match. One shifts to one side, the other shifts to the other. It was just a question of who was going to finally get the upper hand. Naturally, it was Abi. Definitely has more power. Once he found the angle, he was set. But it was entertaining nonetheless. Okay, so then we had Takufuji versus Daisho. Now, Takufuji had a great start, like he does. He, hold on one second. One little technical thing, guys. I'll get right back to this match in a second. Sorry, all set. Okay, back to the Takufuji Daisho match. Okay. So Takufuji does what he does. He gets a nice, strong tachi, but this is Daisho, okay? I was very thrilled that Daisho gave it back to him. He gets pushed against the edge, but then he comes right back. Takufuji wasn't ready for it. Starts to panic a little bit, starts to pull, starts to try to do the slap down. Big freaking mistake. Gets pushed out. Don't mess with Daisho. It's not worth it. So my thoughts on Takufuji is he's either being very cautious because he's worried about future injury, or he's just not quite who he was. So I don't know. I don't think he's taken this. I think he's not quite the guy that he showed us to be in his debut, basically. Excuse me. And then we had Wakataka Kage versus Koto Sakura. Wakataka Kage's head is just not in this. He steps out. He got pushed out by Koto Sakura, but it was just such a non-Wakataka Kage way of stepping out. So he loses. Koto Sakura is somewhat coming back. Obviously, the Yokozuna run is toast. He's desperate just to even get a Kachikoshi. And then we had Kinbozan versus Onosato, and this was the surprise match of the day for me. I wrote down in my notes, whoa. Kinbozan is serious. The thing about Kinbozan is, he's not top dog. He's just coming back from Jurio, but he was not intimidated. Solid balance with that weird leg thing at the end. Nice pumped up stare at the crowd. I mean, he's in it to win it. So maybe let's not count him out. I don't know. The other guys have got more pressure on them to win. We're going to see tomorrow. That's going to be his first today should have been his first real challenge, but it ended up that I think tonight or tomorrow, however you want to look at it time zone wise, is going to be his first challenge. And then we had Hoshiryu versus Chiyoshoma. I was a little worried that this was the type of match where a mistake could be made by Hoshiryu. Totally could see that. And you know what? Chiyoshoma gave it everything he had, but Hoshiryu was super focused, which was good to see. No matter what Chiyoshoma tried, Hoshiryu countered it. He was confident. He knew he could win the match, and he just did what he needed to do. We will see if he can keep that sort of composure as the tougher matches start to come in the next 3 days. I mean, typically Chiyoshoma is not someone that Hoshiryu would be facing. So here is the playoff picture at this point. Goose is always calling when I'm in the middle of talking. What's up with that, man? Hello? Are you here?
Hello.
Oh, good. I don't have to worry about settings again.
I heard you wanted to talk about sumo wrestling.
I do. Can I just give the Yusho picture situation? I
thought that was what I was here for.
All right. Well, I'm just going to say quickly these things. Kinbozan is 10-1, Oho is 9-2, and we have 4 guys at 8-3. Hoshiryu, Kirishima, Chiyoshoma, Takufuji. So, Goose, in your infinite wisdom, what do you think is going to happen?
Infinite wisdom. I am like a beacon of knowledge blazing out across a black sea of ignorance, okay? It is not infinite, it is vast. But I would like to apologize.
Okay.
A lot of people hear you talk about Chaos Bar Show way more than they should. We truly have entered the realm of Chaos Bar Show, though.
Okay, good. So you finally agree with that.
Yokozuna retired, and now Oho is chasing Kinbozan for the Yusho. As Ozeki Kotozakura tries to fight off Maki Koshi.
And pretty much the only guy who's somewhat being consistent for his rank is Hoshiryu, but obviously we want something more than what he's given so far.
We want Yusho.
We want Yusho, we want Yokozuna run, or we want Yokozuna promotion. So that part of the chaos really stinks. But, I mean, is there any chance in your mind that if he just won out, they'd give it to him?
12-3 with a playoff Yusho? Maybe. 12-3s aren't Yushos, though.
I know.
13-2 Jun Yusho, I think he gets it. But that's not happening. Yeah. Let me check Sumo DB. Oh my god! I had a whole joke ready in case this didn't happen. Yeah, Kinbozan on 10-0. Oho on 10-1. Oho on 9-2. And then Hoshiryu Kirishima, who could actually steal it.
He could.
Chiyoshoma and Takufuji on the way. Chiyoshoma's starting to pick up the losses expected.
Yeah, I expect him to just sort of fade out at this point. And I actually expect Takufuji to fade out as well.
No.
Yeah.
10 plus.
He's good, but he's either being very tentative or people are less intimidated this time around. I think he came in with such a powerful Tachi that first time that no one was ready for him. And
10
now
plus wins.
Now they're kind of ready. I mean, Daisho...
You see it too, don't you?
Daisho did to him what Daisho does. And that's just Daisho. So, I don't know.
That's a good point.
But let's talk about the matchups for tomorrow. So we have Chiyo Shoma versus Onosato tomorrow. Onosato's
Bananas.
not looking so great lately.
Absolutely bananas head-to-head there with a 1-0 in Onosato's favor.
He should have no trouble, but gee, you don't know. You got Kotozakura and Takufuji tomorrow. That should be fun.
That should be very exciting. Also a 1-0 head-to-head in a fresh Sanyaku pitcher. I do call Takufuji Sanyaku. I think that's where he's going to stay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean...
Kinbozan Hoshoryu somehow in a first-time meeting as well.
Oh, I guess that makes sense because Kinbozan's always been too low ranked, but I could see like the start of a new rivalry if this match goes proper. Kinbozan is the kind of guy that would anger Hoshoryu, but if he just completely overpowers him and blasts him out, not going to be worth his time. And then the big match, I actually think the biggest match of the day is Oho versus Kirishima. If Kirishima loses, it's done. Forget about it. He's not gonna have that steal. But Oho
for sure,
looks...
everyone on 3 losses cannot lose anymore.
Right.
It is of vital importance.
Oho looks great. Oho just looks so confident and so strong. If this was your first time watching, you wouldn't know about the struggles he's had.
Someone said it on the Sunday morning sumo show on YouTube. You should subscribe if you want to watch 15 days of commentary. That Oho's running out of people that consistently beat him. He's got some pretty decent head-to-heads. And Kirishima, who's no slouch, it's 2-2.
Wow.
That's a tough fight.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think Oho, it's funny because I don't know what to think about Kinbozan. This is just such a shock. But Oho, I think he could do it. I certainly think he has the potential to let this to be his first one. And we know Kirishima can do it.
Absolutely.
So, boy. Oh, boy. Hold on 1 second.
I'm holding on.
Oh, boy. Just got an issue here. I'm having so much trouble lately. My goodness. Sorry, guys. Keep
Couldn't
chatting
be me,
away.
dog. Everything's always fine on my show. All right.
Yeah.
I'll keep him.
Yeah,
I'll keep him
especially when
distracted.
I'm on there. It's always perfect.
Endo Midori Fuji said to be something entertaining. Tamashoho Takufuji in a first-time meeting is something I'm kind of looking forward to because it feels like a testing moment for Tamashoho. Tokahayate and Nishikigi in a borderline sadness match here. Tokahayate fighting to stay alive. Tamawashi Hakuoho first-time meeting. The oldest and the youngest going at it. Definitely something to look forward to there. Not as exciting as Takayasu Atami Fuji, which Atami Fuji somehow has the lead on in a 1-2 head-to-head. Is that something that makes sense to you? Oh god, have we lost her? Alright, we haven't lost her, but looks like it's the Sunday morning sumo show over here on 42 Opinions. I would now like to educate you all on what happened with Larry Silverstein on... Nah, we're not going to go down there. We might. Mitakeumi Kodashoho in a 5-2 head-to-head is something quite exciting. Not as exciting as Takanosho Tobizaru, who's had to be a barn burner with a 9-6 head-to-head. It's something I'm definitely looking forward to. Maria, if you're talking, I can't hear you. Well, what do you people have to say? What matches stand out to you? Any Jurio homies that you're excited for? Any lower division boys with some matches? Let's take a look. I know Higa Hikari pulled out on injury, further delaying the losing streak. Soga's fighting for his Kachikoshi down in 6th division. One of Roga's boys. Uru Tora, fascinating 5th division name there. Fubu fighting for his Kachikoshi against Miyafuji. Oh no! Trying to stave off his Makikoshi down in 5th division. And then Ishiki, that's just a fun name in general. Hakuyo, is that one of notes? It's a Nomi boy. Yoshia Zuma. Not going to explain that, but if you're from Brisbane, you know what Zuma means.
Well, isn't this just going so swimmingly? Thanks for filling in.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry. I thought of something foul when you said that.
Oh,
I'll keep it to myself.
Yeah, remember you promised.
Hey, I have said no bad words yet.
Okay, good, because I think that's why we're getting shadow banned. We're totally getting shadow banned. Like, people are telling me they're not getting their notifications when we go live. They're saying that they have to search really hard to get to the videos. We're not getting the subscribers we were getting or the views we were getting. And it's stupid stuff.
And you think it's because I talk about single moms?
No. I don't think it's that.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So I got to read these comments, man. This is one of the things we do, okay?
Oh, we've already done the Basho wrap-up? Or the Torakumi wrap-up?
Take
it away. It's your show.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, then I read the comments and I go from there and ask people, like, what do they think is going to happen? Well, let me give my opinion on what I think is going to happen.
Just one opinion?
Maybe more. Let's see. I think... I'll tell you what I want, and then I'll tell you what I think. I want Hoshiryu to take this. Whether or not he actually gets to be Yokozuna now is irrelevant. He can at least hold the Yokozuna run and try again next tournament versus having to start all over again. So him winning would be excellent. But I have a feeling we're going to get a first-time winner. That's what my gut tells me.
12-3 playoff victory is his only bet at a Yusho. And he's going up against people who can beat him from here on out.
Which means, let's see. Kirishima has to win tomorrow. Obviously, Hoshiryu has to win tomorrow. Just one of Takeru Fuji or Chiyoshima, right? Or no? No, we don't need anybody else.
I'm in 3rd division right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. That's what's going on. All right. I'm going to start reading these
Mita,
comments.
4-1, up against Kokuyo. There's a lot of K's in this. Hang on. Kyoku Kayu, also 4-1. Well done. Yuma, 2-3, fighting off of Maki Koshi. We love Yuma on this channel. Carry on.
All right. Thanks. Okay.
Tanji, 2-3. You carry on.
So I already said hi to JJ. Hi, Monster. Shishi versus Awanishiki is the match of the night. Oh, I'm sure you have lots to say about that, Goose.
Nope. No more Brother Wars, man. I'm sick of seeing it.
I can't wait for that.
One time.
I can't wait for that match. Even though I'm not really a big fan of Shishi, I still think it's pretty cool.
Praying for injuries out here, don't you worry.
Oh, jeez. Sup, Michael? Pretty stacked day 12 in general. Yep, we just went through that. Quackadoo says, win Bozan. I like it. I must commend Nishiki Fuji for somehow always just avoiding going down to Jurio. It's like his superpower. Seriously. Mitch, hello. I'm glad you're here early. Hello, Stargazer. Very impressive showing from Onokatsu. He doesn't have it all together yet, but he has some real moments of brilliance. He hung in there better than I expected. He really did. But it's... Yeah, he's got some rough edges. I mean, having your belt loose so your opponent can't leverage you certainly helps. There was a lot of loose belts today. A lot of guys leaving the ring quite disheveled. I definitely...
Toby Zara got just about undressed.
I know, and I was a little uncomfortable there. I
think you were enjoying it.
No. Much better match than the first one. Ichi did well, was happy with the showing, if not the result. I did enjoy the Abi Ichi Yamamoto match. It was like a little bit of a dance. It was a little bit of fun. all you could ask. I mean, Ichi did way better than the first time he fought Abi, which was probably at least a year ago at this point, and it was their first time match. So he's really improved his game. I thought he was going to get absolutely destroyed at this rank, and he has proven me wrong, which I enjoy. I want to see a photo quiz of pictures of Tobizaru's face right after a match, and you have to guess whether he won or lost based on his expression. I like that.
What do you mean? That's easy. If he's smiling, he lost. The dude loves a good fight.
Yeah, he really does. He gets you excited.
Damn,
he gets you excited for
really cool how you beat me.
Yeah, he almost wants to give you a thumbs up. Hello, Army. Good to see you. He says.
Hi, Army.
He says, sorry I missed yesterday, but I've been diagnosed with prostate cancer and have been a little depressed. I haven't even been watching sumo and don't even know who's leading. Army, that is horrible news.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you do everything you can for that.
Yeah. It sounds like it's very fresh, so hopefully there's a good prognosis coming. He said, y'all enjoy the sumo. I'll have to catch up when I can. Enjoy, everyone. Yeah, I mean, we'll be here, you know, if you want to just listen to it, and we'll be stupid and silly and try to cheer you up, but that's a heavy burden you have to handle. I'm sorry about that. Monster says he will pray for you. I will pray for you too, Army. And he said, appreciate it. I'll beat it. Just part of my life. Yeah, the battles, man. Mega Monster says hello. Stargazer says hello. Mitch, only time 13 then 12 got the rope was Taiho. I suspect that there was only because both were Yusho. Right, Hoshiryu doesn't have two Yusho. He's already got the Jurio show, so they're really already stretching it to give it to him without a dominant Yusho performance. And
I'm expecting Taiho had some pretty impressive performance beforehand as well.
Probably. I mean, what would you say about Hoshiryu in general?
So leading up to that, this is absolutely some context. At M13 he gets 12-3 John Yusho, then a 7-8. 11-4, 11-4, he makes Sekiwake 12-3 John Yusho. Sekiwake, he goes 12-3 Yusho, 10-5. That puts him on Ozeki. And then as Ozeki, 12-3, 11-4, both John Yushos. And then 13-2, 12-3 Yusho.
Mm.
So, everything he did that year was Yusho, John Yusho leading up to that, whereas
that's wild.
Hoshiryu had an 8-7.
Right. Immediately that puts you in the doghouse. It's like, get out of here with your 8 and 7.
Hey, at least Torikumi looked like when he was Ozeki as well.
Well, at least he's not doing the Kadoban carousel. That's something.
There were 5 Ozekis at the time, and Wakanohana was a Yokozuna.
Damn. That's wild. There were some real golden periods of sumo that we missed, unfortunately. What is that like to see those?
Good. I can't wait to see the new ones.
They're coming. Oh,
this is a different Wakanohana.
Yeah.
This is 2 Yokozuna Wakanohanas.
Was there at the same? Yeah, there were 2 Wakanohanas, but not at the same time. It was their dad. So it was Wakanohana and Takanohana, and their dad was Wakanohana or their grandfather. I think it was their dad.
What you got for us, Sam?
Yeah, I'm having lots of trouble tonight. Anyway,
just hit him.
No.
It worked on me.
No.
Okay. I'm just saying, if you hit him, look what happens to me.
Yeah,
perfect
it's gone so
in
well
every
for
way.
You. Yeah, my technical difficulty is sitting in my lap, actually.
Oh, cute.
Well, I guess we're just going to do this way. I don't have a camera on anyway. Anyway, let's go back to the comments. Okay. Monster wants Hoshuri to take another loss. He wants the Yokozuna free Banzuke because he is just a sadist. I don't want a Yokozuna free Banzuke. That does nothing for me. Monster wants Chiyoshoma to Henka. That actually would be amazing if that happened. Because, Chiyoshoma trying to Henka Ono Sato is just looking for trouble. My money is on Koto Zakura there. Gaming Waffle says, sending Army healing prayers and positive thoughts. Don't give up. And Army says, thank you. I haven't watched since day 8. Got the news and kind of got in a funk, but I'll handle it. Maybe something really awesome will happen at the end. You like Hoshiryu. Maybe Hoshiryu will just do a miracle and get Yokozuna.
Dude, I'll show you rules, but it's not happening in this Basho.
I know. It's so sad. He really is
Yusho
awesome.
does set him up for a dominant Yusho, though.
Will you think he recovers from this, or do you think he goes into sort of a, got to start over? It's hard to say with him.
He pretty consistently puts up 10-plus wins ever since the start of 2023.
Yeah.
There's only been twice where he saw day 7 and went 8-7.
And was he actually injured in that 8 and 7? Like, was that after he did the throw?
It was a 9-4-2 he pulled out of, and that was after a 10-5.
Okay.
I think that's when he threw Kodazaka and broke his hip.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't try that again, but he probably will. Let's see. I think Takufuji is going to withstand everything Tamashoho can throw at him, but I want Tamashoho to win. Takufuji gets real tired in week 2, though. So while he's solid and steady and a really difficult opponent for newer guys, if he just, runs him in circles, then Takufuji will probably lose the match. He's real weak in week 2.
True.
H. Tim says, I want to hear about Larry. I don't know what that means.
Larry the Cable Guy?
I don't know. I don't know who Larry is. Enho looks to move a division. So what's the Enho story right now?
He's washed. He can't even 5th division Yusho. All he does is 6-1 and lose to people that he should not be losing to. I guess that injury still isn't there. But if he can make it back to Jurio and stay in the Sekitori for a few ranks, he gets Elder Stocks. That's all he's doing.
Right.
Enho will retire this year if he makes it to Jurio.
But it's
He's washed.
Yeah. Well, he's so hurt. He's a tiny little guy and he's body is broken. That's sad. Funny thing is he's way bigger than, the average man, but he looks so tiny compared to everyone else.
5'6".
I'm talking about weight wise. I think he's
He little.
He's 240 or 250. I mean, that's a lot for 5'6". Maybe
That's
I'm
about what
wrong.
I am, yeah.
And then we have Tamawashi versus Haku Oho. That should be interesting. Tamawashi's getting a little tired out, though, you can tell.
He's looking strong, though.
Yeah.
He has fallen on his bottom a few times, but he's looking strong.
The man just doesn't go down. He's going to fight till 50. Or he'll retire next week. Who knows? I try not to predict.
7 Kimboshi, he bloody better.
Maybe he was just waiting for Tamashoho to come up. Let's see. I tune into all things Enho. Kinbozan smoked a full-strength Onosato. Tells you a lot. No clue how he's performing this way suddenly after several bashos of mid-Maegashira mediocrity. Well, I know the answer to that. He had a neck injury, and he started going to some physical trainer, and he got the right exercises, and his neck feels a lot better. And I think he's sort of riding the high of feeling better. That can happen sometimes where if you have such an improvement in the quality of your health, now you just feel like you can take on the world and it just gives you adrenaline. And I think he's riding on that. I don't know, with a neck injury, I don't know if this wears off pretty quickly, but at least for now, he's just golden. And for one tournament, you can do anything. But consistency, we'll see. We'll see. Nishiki Fuji is the not Yo-Yo Rikishi. Well, he excels at staying right there at the bottom. Oh, here comes Mitch with some Tobizaru hate. I would love to see Tobizaru get pantsed so I can point and laugh. The problem, Mitch, is that Tobizaru would probably find it funny too. I don't think he would even be embarrassed. I've seen some pictures of him that suggest that he is quite the comedian.
What kind of pictures are you talking about?
One of our subscribers sent me some pictures, and there were some of Tobizaru that I was like, okay. They're not graphic, but they are... Let's just say he's only wearing a towel. I'll put it that
Imaginative.
way. Yeah, just use your imagination. I don't want to be getting shadow banned anymore. I'm not getting into it. Part of me really wants Nishiki Fuji to visit Jurio, even for just a basho, after he stayed at Maegashira 17 after a 6 and 9. What's with all the Nishiki Fuji hate? I mean, look, the dude's...
He got protected by the Kyokai for no reason.
Well, I'm sure
now people hate him. I just think he's boring and sucks.
Well, he wasn't boring before he got beat up. He was like a mini Teruno Fuji. He was awesome. But now he's hurt, so... I don't know. I like him.
You should go home for life.
I don't care that they spared him. It doesn't bother me. I'm so biased and I don't care. See, so Wayne Johnson says, hiya, gang.
We have a seat for you.
What?
Come join us. We have a seat for biased commentators.
You know what? Anybody who says they're not biased is also a liar. There's a lot of liars out there. You can pretend all you want, but you have your favorites and you have your people that you just can't stand. Hiya, gang. Am I the only one noticing Hiraumi fanboy or talent scout? Well, everybody noticed how good he was and his potential, and he's been in a little bit of a struggle. But now he's coming back again, and I think maybe when this tournament's over, he's going to have a good enough score where you forget that he had a rough first week. That's the hope.
JJ was the first person I can think of that put people under Hiraumi. Because he was making his climb to Komusubi.
Yes, are
you the only person to notice him? No, he's just never a U-show threat, so not a lot of reason to talk about him.
Well,
you will read, he went 10-5 at Komusubi. Your turn.
Well, I have to give John credit because John was hyping up Hiraumi to me. So, John and JJ sometimes...
I will have JJ and John fight at Rollertown then. They can decide who gets to be the number one Hiraumi fan.
No, the problem...
And you and I will just fight anyway.
They're bros. Like, they'll probably just agree about everything and be super nice. They don't have that competitive edge against each other. So that was your comment that you read. Hiraumi went 10-5 at Komusubi. What do you mean?
If they're bros, then I will be JJ's champion, and John can be your champion.
Okay.
You can be John's champion, and then that'll solve the argument.
I'm going to say, I don't think John has as much martial arts experience as me, so he might struggle a bit. He'll tell you that himself.
Maybe that's secretly what I wanted.
Okay.
Well.
You just want to
fight.
Love John. You just want to fight me. I know. I understand. I know how this works.
I think you want to fight me too. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, but you'd win, and that's the part that's not fun. Like, I'm not going to be, living... I'm not going to spin some yarn. I will pick you off the
ground and tell you what you did wrong. Don't worry.
Look, I'm not going to spin some yarn about about how great of a fighter I am, because that is simply not true. Okay. So Mitch says, a Yokozuna-free Banzuke is very intriguing since it means we get the just as rare Maegashira 18 sighting. Oh, yeah. Good point. I kind of like that idea.
What a genius.
Mitch is a genius.
I'm about that. What a genius.
You can always ask me if you need any more sadistic options. No, you guys give me plenty of comments that suggest the way you think. And, of course, H. Tim says, that Maegashira 18 is going to save someone, probably Nishiki Fuji. Guys, he's going to save himself. He's 6-5 now. It says, or Roga. I don't think Roga can be saved. I think it's already determined that he'll be in Jurio. And then Enho literally needs only one more Sekitori Basho to get his 30 Sekitori Basho to be Kabu eligible. Yeah, and it's going to be impossible for him to do it. So we'll see. There are I heard there are some exceptions that can be made, and he knows the right people. So, somebody might just give him what he needs. I hope so. JJ says, listening to the buds talk sumo while I do dishes really makes the whole process go by. That's what we're here for. We're here for all of your menial tasks.
I don't know, JJ sucks. He's probably washing dishes bad, too.
Yeah, definitely. If I fought you, it would be very annoying.
He's probably washing burnt carbonara off his shit cheap plates poorly. There's probably some fungus somewhere in their kitchen.
I don't know.
Can you imagine JJ? Literally not me.
He lives in the frozen tundra, so it's like things.
That's what makes it scary.
I know, right? Let's see. Fixed Jurio demotions. Daishoho, Bushozan, Shimazu Umi, Daiamami, Hatsuyama, Daiseizan, and Shimano Umi. With these things. Shimazu Umi, 1 loss. These are hard to read. And then he's going into Jurio promotions. Ryuden, Shishi, Awanishiki, Sadano Umi, Shirakuma, Asakoryu, and Kaio. Assuming they win out as per this note. Habab Gab is back. He's catching up in 2 times speed, so his comments are half an hour behind. That must be interesting. Makauchi demotions. Hokuto Fuji, Kitanawaka, Roga, Kageyaki, and Koto Shoho. Tamashoho, Toki Hayate, and Nishiki Fuji. This is assuming also losing out. I think Nishiki Fuji will be okay. Let's see. Tamawashi made his match with Kiri surprisingly competitive. Tamawashi would still be busting skulls if he wasn't 40 years old and just starting to lose some stamina. The guy is extremely aggressive and doesn't give up. And he'll take your head off, break your arm. How many people has he hurt in his career?
Too many.
Yeah. Hida Umi is at the age where experience and smarts are starting to click. Mommy. Hey, I'm talking sumo, man. Sorry, we have another guest.
Say hi for me.
Let's see. Hida Umi is at the age where experience and smarts are starting to click. I think that's the best still to come. Okay. Hey, you want to take over for a second, Goose, again? I gotta straighten out this technical difficulty.
Yeah, I got you. So on November 10th, 2001, Donald Rumsfeld announced that there was $3.4 trillion just missing in fees. And then the next day, nothing happened. Slipknot released an album the next day, actually. Oh, Korn, my apologies. Got my facts wrong. But the fact of the matter remains, if you just pretend to be interested in their kids, single mothers are absolutely about it. And it's some of the easiest work you can do. I don't have a lot of slim pickings at 30, so, gotta take what you can, and I enjoy what I enjoy, Oh, sumo wrestling? Dude, Kinbozan, watching him beat Onosato made me realize that he's not actually falling apart and looking pretty dominant. Granted, Onosato does lose in embarrassing ways that you don't anticipate him losing. Then again, so does Hosharu. He loses to just about anyone, even though he can beat literally anyone. So that's a tough call to make, Like, up against the Sanyaku, he's just... It's tough. So it's a tough call. The Yusho contention, I'm confident that there's no Yokozuna promotions. Not to say that there couldn't be going forward, but just right now, that is not happening. What is happening is a Magashira Yusho, though, unless our Ozeki can get something ridiculous going. But again, just don't see it happening. Ukrainian Showdown? Yeah, no more Brother Wars, though, man. I don't want to see it. I'm tired of seeing it. I know Katsu looking very solid. I don't see him climbing too high, though, As I have Akiobono on my You show goddamn thing. Hatsu. Let's take a look. SumoDB. My god, does it feel good to just be able to use SumoDB.
I'm back.
Katsu, what's he up to? I missed you.
Did you? Are you super bored?
I promise you I didn't talk about single mothers while you were gone.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. We're getting back into the comments, okay? Thank you for covering. Makushita promotion.
To you, darling, anything.
Thank you. Makushita promotion picture with one win. Kazekeno, Kotokuzan, Otsuji, Ishizaki. So yes, Juji pipes in with Hida Omi as one of his favorites, which we know. Funniest sumo picture for me is Takakeisho holding the dirty magazine. I have no idea what you're talking about. Is there a picture?
Send that link, brother. Sounds entertaining.
This is going to turn into one of those streams, isn't it?
I'm not asking for the nudes. I'm just asking for the photo of the magazine. That sounds funny.
I believe that it was photoshopped.
Like if it's hidden behind a dictionary as well, classic.
Takakeisho would never do that. It's got to be photoshopped. I refuse to believe it.
I believe you. What do you mean? He's 27.
I know. I just don't want to think of it that way, okay?
All right, he's a perfect little angel.
He is. That baby face, he's a perfect angel.
I know, right? We love him.
Kinbozan blew away Onosato, my Kazakh prince. Let's go. So, yeah. Apparently Kinbozan is a Kazakh prince. That's the new thing.
Kinbozan has some fascinating lore. He speaks perfect English, according to Corey and Siggy, who met him in the Hanamichi. He's Ukrainian. No, what? Kazakhstani. And has Muslim written on his Kesho Mawashi.
Oh, really?
There's a lot of mismatched lore going on there.
Yeah, I thought I saw something in the Discord about perfect English, and I thought it was Hoshurio. I'm like, there's no way Hoshurio has perfect English. You must have been talking about Kinbozan.
Yeah, no, it's you got to imagine the situation, right? You're backstage at the Kokugikon, Terunofuji's there. You know, you're surrounded by giant sumo. Gagamaru's leading you around, and then you just hear, "Oh, hey guys, what are you doing here?" And you turn around, and it's 6'5" Kinbozan. Oh, do you know someone back here? Are you here to meet anyone? What's going on?
That's amazing.
Hello.
You're like, are you really talking in my own language?
Absolutely bizarre. And then they walked underneath the bridge from KOF 1998, which was fascinating. And no one here except me understands why that matters.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't.
Good.
But half the time I don't know what you're telling me because you're either speaking some phrase that's Australian and not American, or you're intentionally throwing me off by saying random stuff. So I never know what's going on
good.
When we're talking. It is good. It keeps it interesting. Other than the three Ozeki, do you think anyone else has Yokozuna potential? No.
Oho. The way he's been moving this basho,
sure.
He has increased phenomenally.
Sure.
Give me 2 more basho to see if he's consistent.
Yes.
But the way he looks right now is kind of Yokozuna shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to say yes until I see another couple put together.
Yeah, give me 2 more basho, please.
Yeah. And then, I'd love to ride the Oho train because since he came in, I was expecting a lot more from him. So let's hope. Let's hope this is the beginning of things.
You're lucky I'm on my best behavior.
What's that?
You've given me some golden setups, and that's all I'm saying.
I know. As soon as I said it, I'm like, you know how difficult it is to do this show knowing that you're listening to everything I say, ready for a punchline? I'm definitely...
We love you, Em.
I'm definitely...
Your service to the community.
I am definitely singing the plug. I might do it soon.
And I will have to sit there for all of that.
You will. I made up a whole thing, and there's a guessing game attached. It's gonna be great.
You wrote a song?
Not sort of, not really. It's only 3 lines.
Beautiful.
But I took it seriously for the fans. I do this out of the goodness of my heart for the sumo community. I get up here, I be myself, I make a fool of myself, and we have fun, and everybody appreciates it.
Grown ass woman with kids being asked to sing cutesy songs on the internet. Not even getting paid for it.
That's okay. I get paid for nothing that I do. It's cool. Okay. Sorry to Makushita fans, but the rules work different there, and it's confusing. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand, like, how many wins you're supposed to get and how you actually get promoted. There's so many people just sort of stuck in there. Grand Sumo breakdown in shambles with Oho 9-2.
Good. We figured out that Oho was good ages ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody who didn't know has not been watching long enough, or they're a doomer.
Yeah, a bunch of dorks don't know what they're talking about.
You know, it's funny because they've been doing their show way longer than us, maybe like a whole year longer than us, and they have way more subscribers than us, but our views, there was a time where we were even. Not anymore. Not in the shadow banning time, but you know. I can
Are you actually shadow banned, or is it because you go 2 months with zero activity on this channel?
A lot of sumo channels have 2 months with zero activity on the channel.
Yeah, which is why we, after getting not banned, but dealt with,
I know,
struggling on the way back.
All of a sudden, the hammer comes out. It's like, gotta smash the sumo channels again.
Yeah, it's tough days. We're only sitting on 250 live. You know, it used to be 1,000.
I know.
And we got copyright struck because we were. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna make a legally actionable claim here.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I know.
I lost the. Fuck. Sorry.
Oh, see?
I lost my Rangers hat.
There you go. As soon as you say that, then the algorithm says, nope, we're not going to recommend it. I know how this works.
Sure, why not?
Anyway, Daisho versus Takufuji was the most entertaining bout of the day. I'd say so. I like Takufuji, but I really wanted Daisho to show him something. Like, show the kid. You've been doing this a long time, Daisho. You're hard to push out. Nice try, kid. And then vibes equals math. Okay. Cool.
Oho is 24.
Oho is 24 already? I thought he was a little younger, actually.
I got ahead of myself.
They're growing up. The littles are growing up. We are all rooting for Enho. Okay, Maria, pop quiz time. Who was the last person to receive the Maegashira 18 rank? Was that in our time?
Don Belushi.
I feel like there was a Maegashira 18 in my time of watching sumo. But probably not. I'm hoping somebody answers down here because I have no clue. It wasn't that long ago we had the Maegashira 18, but I can't remember. See? I feel... We actually had it twice in the last 5 years, but didn't have it for 60 years prior to that. I think it was... Was it when Takakeisho was the only one up there as Ozeki, and we had no other Ozeki, and the Yokozuna was not there as well? Maegashira 18, maybe before Hoshoryu got Ozeki. Definitely before Hoshoryu got Ozeki. In May or July of 2023. And JJ interrupts with, I make good food. It's why I'm overweight.
I was laughing at his cooking earlier.
Oh, I was going to say, this must be in reference to you.
Saying it was bad.
All right, I'm going to guess on this Maegashira 18 thing. It definitely was when Takakeisho was sharing the Yokozuna Ozeki. Or he was the official top of the ranking for that tournament. I bet you it was 2022. Bonus points for the Basho when the last Maegashira 18 happened. We're going to say... See, I'd have to actually look this up. I don't have everything memorized.
God damn it.
You could look it up. I hope somebody just gives me the answer.
Dungeon. God damn it.
Okay, somebody needs to just tell me. I can't guess. I think it was 2022.
If I had to take a guess, I would say Oho in 2018. Ooh. And I think he went 7-8 and then went down to Jurio.
I don't think it was 2018, though. Just
off the top of my head.
All right. Well, let's see. Somebody give us the answer because we're not looking
2022.
It was 2022?
Yeah.
Oh, you looked it
That's
up?
my guess.
Oh, okay.
No, that's my guess.
Somebody give us the
I was
answer.
watching back then.
Right. Somebody give us the answer. I'm serious. I can't look it up. Okay. I'm way behind in these comments. I got to, fly through this. Takufuji retirement gives extra Jurio promotion of saves one Makauchi guy. Yeah, that's kind of why we're talking about this. Hot Bob Gob is just joining us. He missed a whole lot because he's talking about the Ukrainian showdown. Onokatsu looking...
Hot was there for an earlier stream I put on today when I accidentally hit start streaming instead of start recording.
Oh, jeez.
I've got a secret channel that I'm working on.
Ooh, secret channel. I like it. Is it sumo related or no?
Not at all.
Oh, okay. Cool. Does it have cricket on it?
Eating.
Maybe. Okay, so the demotion picture is even more strange there. Poor Onokatsu keeps doing well and then losing against the higher level competition. I feel that way about Takanosho. He fought really hard in week 1 and just could not beat the guys. That's a good sign in the long run. That's very true. Sumo DB being back really warms the soul. Oshoma went 10-5 at his last Basho at Maegashira 9. Now he's Maegashira 9 again, but 5-6. Maybe people are adapting. I definitely think so. I don't think Oshoma is as good as I thought he was. But I'm also being, I'm being a downer on Oshoma. Suddenly, I just find him to be an annoying wrestler. I can't describe it. I guess you have to have somebody that you don't really like that much. I mean, I said the same thing about Chiyomaru being an angel, but he has an entire drawer full of dirty books. Oh, we're back to that topic again. Okay. Oshoma got married. He's having too much fun at home with his wife. Here we go. I want to say it was Hoshiryu's cousin that just joined sumo. I heard spoke English. I know he did just join sumo, but I don't know if he speaks English. Yes, Hoshiryu's cousin debuted. Ozeki Takakeisho wouldn't read a dirty magazine, but commentator Takakeisho would. True. I did notice that Akiseyama was really trying to get him to laugh and messing around with him, and I think that's going to be a thing now. Trying to embarrass Takakeisho or get him to do stuff because people find it hilarious. I
forgot I was muted. I had a zinger about I'll show you earlier, but it's not relevant anymore.
Why did you mute yourself?
Would you rather I eat pizza?
Oh, good point. Yeah, nobody wants to hear that.
I'm polite.
Except for JJ. JJ likes food, he said. Okay. Too early to say that Oho has Yokozuna potential. For now, say he has Ozeki potential, then we'll see. I'm not even going Ozeki potential until I need another tournament to even say that. I like what I see. I'm just being cautiously optimistic. JJ says, nah, I'm going to go further. I don't know what he's going to go further on. Oh, Monster wants me to do the plug. Perhaps I should do it now while Goose is eating. Okay.
Hey, guess what?
He's done eating.
I'm done.
No, I'm going to do it now because it was requested. And this stream is already like a complete shit show. I mean, so many things have happened.
You're welcome.
I appreciate your assistance. So, I'm going to sing this song about commenting, and subscribing. But it is to the tune of a popular anime opening. So you have to guess. You have to guess which anime opener it is. First just guess the anime, and then if you really know the anime, you can say what song it is. I get my posture ready here. I feel embarrassed doing this, guys. I'm doing this for you. And to upset Goose. I certainly can't do it with that silly music.
Fine.
Okay. Like, comment, subscribe. You know you love 42 opinions. And if you don't, I'll cry. Aoi, aoi, ano sora.
Ah, it's Bluebird Naruto.
Ah, look at that. You
God
didn't give
damn
him
it.
a chance. I sang the plug, guys, to Bluebird Naruto. There you go. I deserve all of the kinds of likes. Every single person in here better like this stream. If you're not a subscriber, you better subscribe. Tell your grandma to subscribe. Goose, settle down or I'm kicking you out. I didn't even want to do it. I did it for the fans.
Give me a minute.
I got a heart. Oh, I got some hearts. I got some celebration banners. Sweet. Okay, back to the comments. Oho Dai Yokozuna by 2028. Wow, that's a pretty bold claim. I'm just waiting to see.
Okay, I'm back.
Good. I'm glad you're okay. I'm waiting to see commentator Takufuji accidentally read something out loud. Oh, I can't wait. I really wish I had more access to watching just videos of Takufuji. Because when you see him doing the commentary, it's like brief periods. You can't hear the whole thing. I can't get enough. I like retired Takufuji. It's only people who are serious about Guess the Banzuke who hate Nishiki Fuji. Well, that's a fair point. How old is Oho? Hoshuri is 25. Kotozakura is 26. We actually discussed this when Goose said he is 24, but I'm way behind in the comments. I've been enjoying the salt and malaise from GSB since Kyushu. The salt and the malaise. I don't know what that is because I apparently don't watch enough. Hatsu 2022.
Grand Sumo Breakdown's been annoying.
What's that?
Grand Sumo Breakdown's been annoying about their predictions.
Why annoying?
A lot of confidence, not a lot of evidence.
I understand. Hatsu 2022 was the last time we had Maegashira 18, and it was Oho. You were right. Who went 7 and 8 and went down to Jurio. I was right about the year. I wanted to say January. Darn it. I actually could have gotten that. I'm kind of annoyed now. Because reasons. Oho is 24. You are absolutely correct, Bob, but you took a suspiciously long time to figure it out. Oh, was Hob... Because he probably looked it up. He probably wasn't guessing. You should feel lucky that you get to see rare things like the goat and Maegashira 18 so close to each other. Yeah, maybe would turn that frown upside down about no Yokozuna. And that is why Hoshoryu must lose. I'm not liking it, Monster. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oho could be the Djokovic to Hoshoryu and Kotozakura's Federer and Nadal. I like that comparison. I really, really like that comparison. I like Novak Djokovic a lot. And in theory, I liked Federer, but I guess he was the Hakuho. And then Nadal would have been... what would Nadal be? Because they were like neck and neck for a while.
I don't know. I do push-ups. I don't know anything about tennis.
You don't know anything about tennis?
Hit the ball.
Come on, man. You have like the Australian Open. I would have figured it would mean something to you.
Yeah, we have lacrosse here too, okay? I don't... What does that mean? I like tennis. I'm not going to lie. So I'm big Djokovic fan. Nadal, I'd say maybe Asashoryu? We'll say Asashoryu. Hakuho's Federer, Nadal's Asashoryu, and apparently now Oho's going to be Djokovic. But it will take some time. Interestingly, we actually had two Ozeki, Takufuji and Shodai. Oh, okay. I didn't realize Shodai was around. I always forget. Takufuji alert. He was commenting on the Oyakata channel for day 11. I know. I have to catch up with all the videos. Haku Oho could be Oho plus 2/3 of Hakuho. Oh, that's true. Look at that. What a mistake Hakuho made by making poor Ochiai Haku Oho. Too much pressure. Dude's still on track for 10 wins. What do you mean?
I know, but I don't know. I never liked...
You know, but you don't know. Expert opinion as I'm supposed to be on my best behavior.
Listen.
Maria, it's okay to not know things, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know many things.
Listen, I agree. You know very few things. I agree. And
Rangers hat, yes. Get out of here.
And I am making the point not that Haku Oho is not good, because he was my favorite when he came up, and I still feel that way. I just think I never liked the name change. Just not a fan. I liked Ochi. And then apparently Onokatsu has perfect English. I want to know.
Ochi is a pretty good name.
What is? Ochi?
What? Ochi. That was a pretty good name.
It was a great name.
Dude, Onosato didn't ever go by Nakamura, sadly, which I like.
Is that his real name?
Yeah.
I do like that name too. Takakesho went by his real name until he hit...
You know what frightens me to this day?
What's that?
Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle are their real names.
Why does that disturb you?
Kurt Angle. Brock Lesnar. Those aren't stage names.
I get it, but they just fit them so well. He just
You know what? You're right, my bad.
He just looks like a Kurt Angle, and he just looks like a Brock Lesnar.
Sorry, there were comments we were meant to be reading?
Yeah. Thanks for subverting it as usual. Okay. Onokatsu is perfect English, but it happens to Onokatsu in the same basho. I'm not sure what that's related to. On the last Takakesho commentary, he was translating some English comments to Akisayama, so I think he's okay at English, but probably not fluent. Okay. Totally watching that video as soon as I can. Goose may not appreciate the hard work that Maria puts in, but the people do. That's right. I'm the real people's champ. I'm the real people's champ. I'm telling you.
I absolutely appreciate the hard work you put in.
The last Maegashira 18 prior to Oho was the then Kotonowaka in March 2020. That is fascinating. I knew that we had Maegashira 18 a couple times while I was watching because I remember saying, wait a minute, Maegashira 18. And then it just disappeared and I forgot about it. For Makushita, 4 and 3 usually gets promotion from Makushita 1 through 3, 5 and 2 from Makushita 4, 6 and 1 from Makushita 5. Good to know. I don't know. Oshoma gets married and now he's on Maria's hit list. No, it was actually when Oshoma did the bully thing to Ura. I didn't even know he got married till you guys told me. Where he put his hand on his head and pushing him down like he was going to beat him that way. It was just, I don't know. Put me on a bad path with him. Now I finally got to the part where people realized I was singing the Naruto song. JJ's laughing at me. I'm not sure which part. Just probably the fact that I sang a Naruto song. When Takakesho was the only Ozeki, there was a lot of Sekiwake and Komusubi. Yeah, they were all trying to knock on the door and just couldn't do it. Give him the heave-ho. JJ's brother has a cat named Jiraiya, which is fascinating. Bruh, Goose looked at my comment about Maegashira 18 and spoiled it. He guessed, though. He guessed on that. Or he didn't. He's laughing now. See, I don't even trust you anymore.
I completely stole his answer.
Jeez. And then played it off like an original thought. You know what? I'm done with you, man. I take you at face value, and then you thwart me.
I know the first time a woman's cared for me in the short term. I should get to know you better. You really should.
Yeah. You don't want to know. Goose, what was the live stream earlier all about? Oh, when he showed up to your accidental live stream?
I don't know what he's talking about. Nothing happened. Nothing's gonna happen.
That means you know what the secret YouTube channel is that the rest of us don't. Well, that too, but I was more laughing at GSB's salty Trump comments. You know, that right there will get you shadow banned right there. Can't even mention that name. I'm counting that as another dub for me versus GSB, by the way. Oh, I think everybody's just having a blast out there with your comments. GSB has fallen off. After Guido retired, the quality went down. Still enjoyable. I don't understand the correlation there. But Okay. He looks like the kind of guy who would win an Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck. Who are we talking about? This is what happens when I get behind in the comments. A friendly reminder that Onosato almost went to Miyagi-No. We almost had Onosato, Haku Oho, Takeru Fuji, and Atami Fuji in the same stable. That would have been wild. I do remember now that they were fighting over him. Everybody wanted Onosato. Goose is a tsundere. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It comes with his acute case of being Australian. Yeah, he probably is. That comment made me take damage. Hob, I enjoy GSB, but I can't stand Mac. I don't
even respond to being called a tsundere without sounding like I'm mad about it. What do you even do in that situation?
I don't know. I don't even know what you guys are talking about anymore. Hob, I enjoy.
You gotta accept defeat sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get insulted in a really niche anime way, and it just upsets you.
Yeah, but that's a great comment about you, though. I think that's hilarious. You do like Vegeta, so it fits.
Vegeta? I like Majin Vegeta, okay?
Really? You specifically like Majin?
Yes, because without getting into the elements of my past, you never see a character fall off the wagon, you know? It's always, oh, I did it, and then everything was good for the rest of time. You never see someone fall back into their old ways that they regret. And then that he's able to do that and then redeem himself anyway, despite the atrocity. It's such a beautiful goddamn moment of storytelling. Where it's like, look, true. I'm sorry. I didn't want to. But in that moment, I had to, you know?
Well, it's true.
Please forgive me.
We were trying to convince Monster to watch Dragon Ball Z instead of Dragon Ball the other day, and it clearly, the reason to watch Dragon Ball Z is Vegeta. He made that show what it is. I'm telling you. Goku's cool, but without Vegeta, Goku isn't even as Goku as he is. He needs Vegeta. That's all I'm going to say about that. I really appreciated that picture of Hoshuri wearing the... Was it a Majin Vegeta shirt? Or was it just regular?
Yes. No, it's just Super Saiyan Vegeta.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Still awesome.
Love it.
Hoshuri's popularity points with me went up like 1,000 when I saw him in that shirt. Okay, let's see. Mac is the best part of GSB. His sultry voice is excellent, and he's just a random engineer in Iowa who got dragged into talking about sumo, the most normal person.
No, he's not. He's a weird, goofy guy in his 40s. He's entirely embarrassing.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Love Grand Sumo Breakdown, though.
I do not endorse or... I can say nothing because I don't watch it enough. I see it pop up on my feed. I can't even give opinions. This is not part of the 42. I do not endorse these comments. They are entirely belonging to that of the chat. I just read them.
This is a legally actionable threat. If I am in the same room with Mac...
Oh, will you stop? You're gonna get us into something.
Kidding.
You are gonna...
Not really, but, you know, kidding.
Yeah... I get it. You jerk. I can see that. I don't do well with super large amounts of enthusiasm. I prefer grumpy and cranky. Like, Goose is your guy. Checkmate, Goose. Vegeta killed the Ginyu Force. He sucks. You liked the... See, you and me are always on the opposite page when it comes to anime opinions. We just need to stop that right now. Ginyu Force stunk. Vegeta should kill them all.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Raccoon, Jace, Bada, the little green one, and Captain Ginyu? I forget the little green one's name.
Was that Godo? I think it was Godo.
Spot on. You got it. You hate them?
I don't hate them, but, like, they were trying to put Vegeta down. He needed to show them.
In absolute stylish fashion like you've never seen before.
I don't want to say I don't like the Ginyu Force. Like, we're getting crazy here, okay?
You're not saying that you do like him either.
Right, I'm saying that Vegeta is my guy.
Toku Sentai.
And so Vegeta should kill his enemies while he's a bad guy. And then when he's a good guy, he, you know.
What about the Namex? Well, the Namekians. Should he have killed them? They were his enemy.
No.
This is very flawed logic, Maria.
No, he should. Well, yeah, good point.
You got to hear first. We
You
may
put me
be
in my
shadow
place.
banned, and that's because we promote strong values like kill your perceived enemies.
Yeah. My whole life is just...
Sorry, I'm supposed to be on your side here.
Yeah,
How good is Hosharu? Did you see him in that shirt?
You know what? I'm going to continue reading the comments. You've already ruined my night. Okay. Waka no Sho and Ada Kayama are doing great this time. Both are pusher thrusters from Takakesho's stable. Oh, man, this is a name. Ada Takayama has a similar body type to him. I think it was Waka no Sho who just said he's dedicating his career to Takakesho. I'm like, okay, put this guy on my favorite list. Okay, put him on the list right now. Hakuho could beat Goku 100%. Hakuho has Ultra Instinct. Okay,
Tim, that's brilliant.
I want to see a sumo video game where we mix Dragon Ball Z characters and sumo wrestlers, and Hakuho has to be in that game.
Dude, I have such bare bones ideas for a sumo video game that involves mostly just stealing ideas from Monster Hunter. But it can work.
Why not? Everybody steals from everybody else's ideas.
I have no clue how to make a game. I don't even know where to start.
Oh, here we go. We have another GSP comment. Never feel like you have to act according to a stereotype of what people think of you. I think GSP kind of fell into that hole. This is my last GSP comment. Let me put it to you this way. Being on the internet is hard and it sucks. Unless you just decide to make a fool of yourself like I do. If I just be completely 100% myself, and there are people who dislike me. I have read the comments. There are sumo fans who do not like me.
There's one in this call right now.
Yeah, you hear it right in front of you. But I can't feel upset about it because it's like, well, you hate me for the real me, so cool. If I was being somebody else, then that would suck. But if you just don't like me, I get it. It's okay. We got some Ginyu comments. Vegeta would never have beat...
That stuff's rewinding. That stuff's great because it's like, oh, this person hates me. So, who are you?
Right? Like, what do you...
was I trying to impress you to begin with?
Well, here's the reality. What can you even do about it? Okay, so I'm being me, and I'm a little weird, and I spin yarn, but I can't help who I am, so... And I can't help that you don't like that, so we just move on, you know? And
exactly.
Monsters making ridiculous claims that Vegeta would never have beat... Now, this is how it's spelled, but I think it's Goldo, but it's pronounced like Goldo. Vegeta beats everybody. Everybody. And that's the end of that. Toku Sentai. Nappa is the biggest L in Dragon Ball, more forgettable than Yamcha. I don't know. He's in the over 9,000 scene. Nappa killed half the cast. Now Goose is singing and Maria wants genocide. Wow. I know. When Goose is around, things get weird. That's all I can say.
It'd be like that.
Hey, you do it to me. Vegeta can't kill any of the main characters. He just steals from everyone else. Okay, you know what? Monster, you're getting a
2-0 against Goku.
He's getting a warning, okay?
Just saying, 2-0 against Goku. He had him bloodied and bleeding on those rocks before he got back in the spaceship to go home. He beat him at... Majin Vegeta beat Goku before he had to pull his Super Saiyan 3. He's 2-0, baby.
Yeah, it's Goku's fault if he didn't pull the Super Saiyan 3 out. It shouldn't be so lighthearted.
Fair fights don't exist.
Exactly. And you were fighting a cutthroat killer like Vegeta. You should have brought out the Super Saiyan 3 and put him in his place. That's your problem. Haters will be like, Vegeta didn't put both hands down on the Tachiai. It should have been Amada. You're right. Now I get it. Now I'm starting to understand. People hated Takakesho. They hate Hoshoryu. And they hate Vegeta. I do really like the same type of character. And anybody who doesn't agree with me is just wrong. Period.
That's how it is. And you're allowed to kill your perceived enemies. We told you that lesson already.
This video is totally going to get shadow banned now. You can't use those words either.
Can you explain to me what the algorithm is?
Listen, there are trigger words that if you say any of these words, they there's an automated system that just starts pushing your video down, 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 down so that it will not be recommended. I know a lot about this YouTube thing. And
Fair
so
enough.
we've said all of the things you can say for this video to never be seen. Maybe that's a good thing. Would Ura be the Blissey Pokemon? Ura is Majin Buu. Think about this for a second. He wears the pink Mawashi. He gets knocked down, like right on his head, and he gets right back up and goes doo 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 doo, just like Majin Buu. Bob Gob says, exactly, Nappa killed half the cast and is still forgettable. I don't know, he's the only bald Saiyan. You can't really forget that. Bro, the only comments that I read are the live ones.
Oh, Hobgob, yes, I play Monster Hunter. This might upset you, though. I've only played World and Rise, and I'm looking forward to the next one. But I put, like, back-to-back couple hundred hours in those games. Love them. Love me some Monster Hunter.
Monster is really trying to antagonize me with, little green guy beating Vegeta. Okay. Did you know that technically Godo is faster than Barda because he can stop time? I don't care.
Did you know that I'm technically a better chess player than Magnus Carlsen because he can't block an uppercut?
That's actually a great line. I like it.
And I would win every match via timeout, okay?
True.
So, no, shut up, monster.
You're finally on my side. That's awesome.
Technicalities. Like, oh, did you know that cake is actually just a yeast type of lasagna? They both have like a... If I ask for a cake and you bring me lasagna, I will attack you. And that is like, oh, tacos are just hot dogs if you really think about it. If I ask for a taco and you bring me a hot dog, I will attack you. All right? That's how you classify food.
This is good.
Cereal is just soup. If you bring me some Wheat Bix when I ask for soup, I will attack you.
Way to really bring the common sense into this whole scenario. I appreciate it. That's like some philosophy.
I'm nothing if not a beacon of intelligence blazing out across a black sea of ignorance.
You're quite poetic. So, apparently Goldo is like Futahaguro, way better than people give him credit for it. He gets killed first. Do we even need to discuss this?
I don't know. Toriyama has no understanding of how time stop works. Hit, should be invincible and wasn't.
True. World and Rise. Okay. Was this you guys were talking about Monster Hunter already?
Yep.
That's true. Goldo would be Magnus because he can stop time. Goose is threatening violence. Classic tsundere Australian. Wow, he's got you pegged, man. You need to, when you go on the Sunday morning sumo show and you're watching, make sure you throw that in the chat. So everyone can say, what are you talking about? Too many broths spoil the chef. Oh, you have no idea who Goldo is, just playing along? Did you watch Dragon Ball Z? If you haven't watched Dragon Ball Z, then you should. It's just something, if you're an anime fan, you have to do it. You have to know what people are talking about. It's like reading Shakespeare, but anime.
That's the goddamn wisdom I come to the show for. It's like reading Shakespeare but anime.
I feel really bad for John because I'm representing 42 Opinions with these live streams, and he's probably like, what is happening? What in the world is happening?
It's the mid-bar show break. Everyone relax. Come back stronger tomorrow. I won't be here. It can be sensible. We had some good chat. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, this is just really, like I said, this is for the fans. It's, it's what it is. It evolves into whatever the chat makes it come into, and I just go with it. I sing little ditties. and we talk about anime.
Probably pick a better word for that.
Okay, DT, TT, not DD. Okay. My sister's favorite part of DBZ is the Great Saiyaman mini arc. I did enjoy the Saiyaman mini arc. I wish they did more with Gohan, but man, that was pretty comical.
Bless her heart, Steez. That's fantastic.
I read Dragon Ball Z, but I don't know the Ginyu Force guys' names. I love the series. Yeah, they die quickly. It doesn't matter. My favorite, though, is Vegeta fighting Jace. I enjoyed that one. Shakespeare being brought up twice in 2 days in 2 different sumo channels is wild. It's the morphogenetic field. Are you aware of the morphogenetic field, JJ? If not
at all.
Are you aware of it, Goose?
I speak English and no other language, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
You need to play the game 999. It will answer all of your
9
questions.
days, 9 weeks, 9 Kit Kats. What was that game again?
What is it? 9 hours?
Was that 1 million troops?
I have no idea. Now we're talking about something else again. Are we really going to talk about a Kinbozan U show? Nah.
1 million troops, Konami.
That's
99 nights. Okay.
Yeah, no. 999 is a visual video game. One of those visual novels.
Most of them are.
Okay, let's see.
9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors.
That's it.
Save 90% on Steam. Alright.
You should play it. You would like it. And then you'll know what the morphogenetic field is. This is something that Monster and I do agree on. We actually both like that game. It's rare that we both like something. It's an excellent game. Let's see. Tarao Forever. I do like Tarao. I think Oho or Hoshoryu are taking it. I want Hoshoryu to take it, but I got this feeling about Oho. We'll see. If you like Hamlet, you'll like The Northman. JJ. I do like Hamlet, by the way.
Honorary games. What?
I love DBZ, but prefer OG Dragon Ball. OG Dragon Ball is... Like, I just love Vegeta so much, I just can't enjoy Dragon Ball as much. Oh, so JJ...
Zero Escape, the non-array games.
Yep. They're all...
God damn, is this Danganronpa?
No, it's not Danganronpa. This is pre-Danganronpa. You gotta play them.
Teddy bear. Oh, is this a game where you look at PowerPoint cutouts of your characters for all time?
No.
Do I really have to morphogenetic my fields? Can't I just do that at home?
Listen, JJ knows about the field, which means he must have played the game. If JJ knows it, you're really doing yourself a disservice if you don't learn about it.
Yeah, but JJ's a...
I feel bad for
friend
anybody
of mine
who's tuned in wanting to talk about sumo at this point. It's like, sorry guys, it's turned into something else.
JJ's a friend of mine.
Monster, you and I agree 100% on something. It's amazing. Danganronpa is better than 999, but Phoenix Wright is better than both. Phoenix Wright is my favorite video game series of all time. I replay it. I wait a while so I forget what the results of the cases are, and I play it again. Just saying.
Thoughts on Wakataka Kaga's performance? He's doing good enough, man. He's on a broken knee. He's older than he used to be. He beat Terano Fuji. I think people forgot about that.
Yes, they did.
He hasn't gone Makikoshi yet. I'm not exactly expecting him to set the world on fire right now, so I'm happy with a 5-6 right now. You know, give it time. Let him get used to these top guys again.
Is his knee really broken?
He snapped an ACL and missed a year. What do you mean?
Yeah, but are we saying that it's still an issue?
Well, it's not unbroken.
I get that.
It's the risk of re-injury is going to be there forever.
Okay.
Okay? And
yeah.
they never heal right, you know,
True.
like joints like that.
True. True. I just wanted to understand.
Yeah, look, he went 14-1 Jurio Yusho, so it's not like it's over.
No, but he's having a rough time of it compared to the last couple of tournaments. But that happens.
Yeah, at Komosubi.
Right. Exactly. So Habob also says, what are the chances Kinbozan makes a precursor to Ozeki run? I do not discuss Ozeki runs until he has another good tournament. Let's see. Best part of DBZ is Satan and Boo. I also agree, especially with the little dog. Very cool. And the idea people think of things at the same time because of people tapping into that collective unconsciousness. Yes, that is the morphogenetic field. Danganronpa's like, yeah, all the games are good, but they have problems. I don't pay attention to problems unless they're really egregious. I really don't nitpick things. I enjoyed them a lot. I know what you mean, the actual idea that Monster's talking about. Hot clown girl from Phoenix Wright, brah. I can't remember the hot clown girl. Which game are we talking? Which number? Both Waka Bros looked complacent and out of practice. They need to smarten up quickly. I don't know. Wakamoto Haru's got something going on. Sometimes he's really good, sometimes he's not. I think he's had very excellent but risky sumo. For a long time, he'd be pulling these ucharis on the edge and stuff. I think he's just kind of beating his body down a bit. Maria, rant about Phoenix Wright, please. I'm trying to motivate myself to play one of the games. I've only watched the first 10 episodes of the very... Oh, don't you watch that anime. Don't you do it. Play the game. Play the game. That's all you'll get from me. Ace Attorney is more inconsistent from game to game, but the best ones are better than all of Danganronpa games. Yeah, just play it. Just start from the beginning. I like all of them. Just play them. Bob, just play the first one first. It's arguably the best one. Agreed. Play the first one first. Oh, Clown Girls from one of the 3DS games. They're kind of eh. I wouldn't waste my time with it. Vidal from DBZ was my childhood crush, along with June from Little Einsteins.
Hey, hold up. Long hair or short hair, Vidal?
Good question.
It's an important question.
It's a very important question. But the Miles Edgeworth games are great, at least. I didn't like the Miles Edgeworth ones as much. The second one was better than the first. Sorry, I've been slightly cringe this live stream. I'll be better tomorrow. Guys, I've been cringe the entire live stream. This thing has been a total mess. A complete disaster.
You think I've been helping in any way? You got like 30 good minutes of me this episode.
If this live stream represents 42 opinions, like, we've just lost everything. All clout, all respect. What can I do? Seriously, what can I do? Hot Bob Gob says double ponytail Vidal. I think I agree with that.
Attaboy.
Yeah, that's a good call. With that said, what time is it? It's almost 11 p.m. for me. At this point,
it's time to go watch.
I could stay up and like watch the Sunday Morning Sumo show. Yeah, I think Android 18 is awesome. She's one of the best. You had a crush
on Android 18? That just means you are a living, breathing male. That doesn't mean anything. She's beautiful, damn it.
Android 18, just awesome character. The younger generation are now looking at Wakas as a genuine target. Good to see how they defend their step. Well, they're going to teach those youngins. I mean, they are very, very solid sumo wrestlers with a lot of different things they can do. They're just having an off tournament. Lord Shodai embraced the chaos. Bro, I still have a crush on Android 18. True. 2 Lords of Chaos meeting tomorrow. Abi versus Shodai. Oh, yes. Can't wait for that.
Shodai is not a Chaos Lord. Or is the Chaos Lord.
Well,
Shodai just loses. It's not that big a deal.
Shodai beat Hoshoryu, though. Come on. And he actually looked pretty good in the match. I still say Hoshoryu shouldn't have lost it, but Shodai looked good. It didn't look like a fluke. All right, guys. We're getting close to the end here. Unless you give me some compelling comment, I'm ending the stream. Biggest Krillin win was pulling the dime piece that is Android 18. You gotta give it to Krillin. He may have stunk most of the show, but he got Goku to become Super Saiyan, and he got the best girl as his wife. So Krillin's really winning.
He doesn't have a nose.
He doesn't need one. That's the explanation.
Alright.
Can you really call Abi a chaos guy if you know he's going to go with the Nodowa than Oshi? JJ, don't. Just don't. You are salty from that Ichi Yamamoto match. Don't you question me. You were one of the good guys. Goose, never.
What?
Just joking.
I didn't say anything.
Just joking. Just like Taka Keisho's absolute beauty of a wife. Well, she's a model, so... Yeah, and she's like 10 years older than him, too. Krillin realized he wasn't... Go ahead.
I don't know how I feel about that, actually.
You didn't know that, huh?
Is Taka Keisho a victim?
I don't know, quite frankly. They got together and she was 36? And he was 20-something? But, hey, he's happy.
I'm going to stop thinking about that.
Krillin realized he wasn't keeping up with Goku, got a 10 out of 10 wife, and bailed. He's living the dream. Yeah, he doesn't have to fight no more. Abi decides the U-shows, beating Kinbozan, beating Hoshoryu in November. Abi is always around, like, messing up your tournament. Okay. I'm going. Don't say any more comments unless it's good night. Chino Fuji's
How do you feel
daughter.
about bias equity in a declining market?
What's that? Don't you...
How do you feel about bias equity in a declining market?
We're not here for that kind of talk.
What do you think of the flaws of Brandon Sanderson?
I have no idea. I know that it's 11:02. Oh, good.
You think Stephanie Meyer deserves her fame?
Hey, knock it off.
Why do you think there's a suspicious amount of Mormons in young adult novels?
Okay. This is severely out of...
I'm trying to keep you on as long as I can.
They always do this too. But they've given up Mega Monster saying goodbye and thanks for the stream.
What do you feel like Midori Fuji's ceiling is?
Chocolate.
All right, good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you all for coming. See you tomorrow. You're still here.
Thanks for having me on. That was fun.
Absolutely. Thanks for covering a couple times. That was real dicey.